What's going on, guys? It's Halloween Vids, and today I'll be doing a review on the new for 2022 Spirit Halloween Monty Animatronic.
I'll be the first on your block to say, Pokemon, club me over the head.
Alrighty, with the intro out of the way, let's get right into this. Monty is my first new for 2022 Spirit Halloween animatronic, and right off the bat, I am super happy with him. Just quickly saying, just saw him in the store at my local Spirit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta have him. When I saw him in video, I was like, oh my gosh, really cool. And then just seeing him in store, like I said, just instantly made me want him. So I'm super happy to make him my first Spirit Halloween 2022 animatronic. Anyways, let's just get into the review. First off, we'll just discuss the prop himself. He is really, really, really cool. I mean, his detailing is really great. I'm really happy with the detailing. It's not too simple that it's like cheap looking by any means. I definitely don't consider him to be cheap looking at all. I mean, just everything he's got going looks really well. I'll start off with the box for one. It's a metal frame with felt to cover it, and it's just really well detailed. I mean, you got stains all over the box and stripes. Really solidly looking. Looks great. The one issue I do have, though, which is very minor, is I would have rather the feet weren't hanging off the box if the box was maybe a little bit bigger. But it's not. That's something. Like, that's not that big of a deal. Like, it's fine. I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. But yeah, then I'll just go right into his feet. His feet, like, the detailing's really well done. I love the added fur. It really adds a nice touch to it. But yeah, the detail is really great. It's hard plastic, and then the fur is like a synthetic hair fur. And then on for the pants, nothing too special going on with them. Just some red and white stripes, but that's great. He has a vest, yellow. The vest is the one thing that I wish was maybe a little bit better quality. It's like that really cheap, like rough fabric type of material. Could have been like the same material as the pants. I think that would have been better, but again, not that big of a deal. And then he has two buttons here, which is nice. And he does have a sensor, which I actually don't think I have hooked up to where it should be. So I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. It's supposed to be right here, really well hidden. So I mean, no issue there. It's hidden right within the fur on the chest. But yeah, onto the fur. I mean, the fur is really nice. It's nice. It's nice and thick. It's not like too flimsy or I don't know what's the word. But anyways, and it is attached to the clothing. The clothing and the vest, it's all one piece. So that's nice. Makes the setup really easy. One thing I will say, though, is the fur is a little messy, as you can see here. I don't know if you can really see on camera, but there's like just pieces of fur that came off him just from setting him up and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, he overall really, really, really cool. And onto his hands before I get to the best part. I'll just discuss his hands. About the same detailing as the feet, which is, again, really great. Really solid detailing. And for the symbols themselves, of course, I don't expect them to be real symbols. They are just a flimsy plastic, which I understand, but that's okay. And not would have liked real symbols, but that would have been very, I think, too hard and complicated to do. But yeah, onto the head, which is the best part of the animatronic, and for me, the main selling point, because it is terrifying. I showed him to one of my friends, and he was like, "Holy crap! It's like the first animatronic that I've seen that's like legit just disturbing to look at," and it is. I mean, his face is just very disturbing. Just his grin, his teeth, his eyes bulging out of his head. And then just the detailing overall, all the wrinkles and everything, just really, really great on the detail. The detailing is phenomenal. But yeah, he's really cool. I have no issues with him in regards to detailing or anything. And his size, I mean, he is ginormous. Just for a little comparison, there's him and there's my other towering. Now he's not towering, he's 6 feet, but like just his body is just ginormous. I mean, again, for comparison, I think I did this in my unboxing. Here's my hand. It's just like he's a really big head, like even bigger than like the hanging hell fiend, who has notorious for having a big head. But yeah, I mean his head is just ginormous. But yeah, I'm really happy with him, and without further ado, let's get into a demo. All right, there is his demo. Definitely really solid animation. This is where I do have a couple minor complaints. For one, now I do hear people complain about the audio being too low. I actually like that low pitched audio. I know where people want like the high pitched screaming like you see in normal um monkey symbols, but I'm okay with the deeper voice because he is a giant monkey. But I wish maybe he moved the symbols a bit faster and more rapid. Now I know that would probably cause him to break easier, but I think that would have just been a cooler animation. And one more minor issue, I wish the symbols were louder, because I think that would have been really cool and unsettling if it was just very loud bang bang. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I'm really happy with his animation. I think he's really, really cool. And overall, besides animation, I mean, he's just super unique. We've never seen anything like this. It's nice to see a circus prop that isn't a clown. I don't know if we've ever seen that in years. Just off the top of my head, because she's here, the misfortune teller. I don't think we've seen another like carnival themed prop that wasn't a clown since her. So, it's really great to see something else that's not a clown to fit carnival theme. So, I mean, that's really exciting. I can't wait to use him in my haunt. All right, with that out of the way, let's get into the price. He retails for $299.99, which I don't think is very reasonable. I don't really think that's reasonable, given that his animation is only him moving his arms and his mouth. $300 is a little bit hefty. I think $250 would have been a better price range for him. Definitely not $200, because he is larger than like the average $200 prop nowadays. But $250 I think would have been a better fair price, because again, he isn't towering by any means, but he is ginormous. But like $250 I think would have been better, because because I consider Buzzsaw to probably be bigger than him, and Buzzsaw was cheaper last year and had more animation. So, but yeah, I do understand that the current living situations and inflation and whatnot does inflict the pricing. But yeah, that's one issue, is the price of $300. Kind of a little hefty. But again, if you have a 20% off coupon, or you work with Spirit and get 30% off employee discount, then yes, by all means, he is worth that price. And I would never recommend buying an animatronic without a coupon. But yeah, that out of the way, that's it with the price. On for the box real quick. Super small box. Literally just slightly bigger than the actual box he stands on, which is something I've noticed at Spirit. They have a lot of tinier boxes this year, which is super nice. I think they're really trying to work on like just being more consumer friendly with storing animatronics, which I'm all for it. Because even in his instructions, they have things to disassemble him, which is something we don't really see often, if ever. I know Mr. Dark had it, but that I think was an exception, just because of how you had to be careful with the springs. But yeah, that's really cool, and I was able to fit him back in the box after I had him set up for a display. So I mean, yeah, really, really great. But yeah, that's it for Monty. Overall, I'd definitely give him an 8 out of 10. I deducted a point for possibly better animation and another point for the price. But again, definitely one that if you're thinking about getting, definitely get. I think he is really worth it. Definitely one of the better animatronics for this season. And yeah, tell me what you think of Monty in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, see ya.